Hey everyone, just thought I'd give my thoughts in general on the cryptoverse in case anyone cared what's happening currently with everything and everything in my life. Bitcoin has bounced from a low of around 29,000 some to currently 41,800. It's the weekend. As I've said before, I am cautious about weekend activity, and as I've said before, I'm actually not entirely sold on the recovery until I see a daily close over $42,000. The market in general seems to be really enthusiastic about the recovery that's happened. Maybe it is, maybe I'm wrong. Generally, when everybody thinks one thing, that's what doesn't happen. Um, and maybe I'm wrong myself on my bearish predictions because a lot of people were thinking mid 20s, and maybe that's why it didn't happen. Maybe it won't happen. Um, so I'm still cautiously out of the market. I still had that huge pile of cash I was sitting on, and it never triggered my buy level, so I didn't buy. Um, Part of me feels FOMO. Maybe the recovery is underway and I missed the buy, but that's okay. I think you really have to love a trade when you do it, especially if you're doing a high risk trade like I was thinking about doing. I leveraged myself pretty heavily and took out a large loan. So Warren Buffett, I think, is one of the guys who his rule number one is don't lose money, and it seems simple, but if you think about it, if you don't lose money, you're probably going to make money. And so, just like I was saying, I didn't get that perfect buy level that I wanted, so I didn't hit the buy button. And looking back, yeah, like I said, maybe there's some FOMO, but also I'm actually a little bit proud of myself for holding back and doing what feels like right now is a responsible thing. If Bitcoin rockets to $90,000, then I guess it was a mistake. But um, nobody knows, and that's the thing is dealing with the information we have here and now. I'm not sold entirely on the recovery. It's possible. It's possible that Bitcoin breaks through 42 and closes at 43, and then game on. Who knows where it's going. Another thing, though, just if you look at the charts, we've had 10 green daily candles in a row, which is very, very rare, and nothing goes up forever on any time frame. So we really should be expecting a pullback. Um, if you're looking at the technicals, Bitcoin has a way of ignoring technicals. So that's my long explanation of saying, who knows, up or down or sideways. But again, not a financial advisor. Do your own research. I'm still sitting out of the trades. If I see it close above 42, will I hit the buy, expecting it to go higher? Maybe I haven't thought of that yet. Obviously 42 isn't as good of a buy as 29, but if you have a strong conviction that 42 to 49 might be happening as opposed to 29 to 25 possibly happening, that might make sense also. It's not always the lowest number that's the strongest buy. Just like Bitcoin itself, Bitcoin, people have said before, I don't remember where I heard this exactly, but I've heard it a couple times, and it's true. Bitcoin now at $40,000 is a better investment than Bitcoin was at $1,000. And that's because at $1,000 several years ago, Bitcoin didn't have a proven track record, and so a lot was still unknown. It was a bigger gamble. So, if you look at the sheer numbers, yes, $40,000 is 40 times $1,000. So you would get a 40x return. But there's no way in the moment of knowing if you're going to get that 40x or 100x, or lose all of the money you put into it completely. And when you're operating with the information you have and you don't want to lose money, Bitcoin at $1,000 does not look as tasty as Bitcoin at $40,000 when, there is a lot more going for Bitcoin. It is a stronger investment. It is something that is being institutionally adopted and adopted by sovereign nations. So, there's a lot less mystery around regulations right now. There's just so many reasons why. It's not necessarily just the lowest number that's the best buy. So, will I pull the trigger at 42? Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to think about it if it happens. Which is all, as I say it, probably the wrong thing to say, because you really should have a plan before you make a trade. That's one of the rules I think I've said before. That way you don't have to react emotionally. You don't react on the FOMO. You just have the plan and you execute it. If this does this, then I do that. Yeah, I'll have to make a plan. I'll let you know what it is when I think of it. Hopefully Monday doesn't come around and Bitcoin's at 45. Okay, after the Bitcoin news, I want to thank one of my most loyal followers. He is the power and artistic brains behind the channel's new logo. And so if you like the look of that, then thank you to my uncle that I've mentioned his name before, but I won't make it easy and re-mention it just in case. Yeah, leave a like or a comment if you like the artwork, and show them some love. So also, I can't make a video right now without commenting on the NFT gaming sphere. I am still grossly absorbed into these games, and most notably Cryptoblades, which has had a pretty severe pullback from all-time highs. The skill token from around $180 to around $60. Which is not surprising because, again, nothing goes up forever, and a correction of some sort should be expected. And the longer it goes up without one, the shakier it actually looks. I am not worried about the future of the skill token. Currently, the team seems like they do have a strong vision for the future. The fundamentals of the token seem pretty good. There's only 1 million skill token, period, which is extremely small. So, it's easy to envision skill with the adoption and popularity that it's seeing continue to go up. Some of the plans that the team has for the future involve raiding, PvP, and some other, interesting things with the Kingdom series, where you can actually buy land and stuff. And I think this is exactly what's gonna take it in the right direction if they continue to implement well. There has been some criticism about some of the things they've been doing, most notably things to address the platform itself. It operates on the Binance Smart Chain, and it became so popular that it accounted for, I believe, over 50% of all exchange volume conducted on BNB, which is madness, absolutely madness. I can't even tell you how crazy that is if you understand what kind of volume that entails. Specifically, to have so much volume to overwhelm the BNB smart chain to the point where it slowed transactions. BNB is the whole use case behind it is supposed to be a clone of Ethereum that operates faster and cheaper because it's more centralized, and nobody seems to care because it does the job, right? ETH is supposed to be decentralized and is just so popular. It's also bogged down, and BNB came along and said, "Well, we'll do the same thing but cheaper and faster." And oh, by the way, we're owned by a company, and nobody seems to care. But still, the cheaper, faster version still got bogged down by how popular this game was. So in some sense, it's just a victim of the success of Cryptoblades, and it's actually also given me thought that the DeFi crypto world is going. I mean, everybody says how much money is going to be pouring into the space, and I think I've always understood that, but now I really, really am reframing, how much money I think is going to be poured into DeFi, because just one game that has, I think, been around for not long, a year at that, if that, has completely overwhelmed the Binance Smart Chain. So, maybe there is space for more than one winner. Maybe it's not just the winner takes all in the DeFi world. Like ETH wins, Cardano wins, BNB wins. Maybe they can all win. Maybe they're all good buys right now. Just some thoughts off the cuff. I don't know if anybody is as excited about HNT still as I am. I am still waiting with bated breath on my miners, and so I still have no update there. I still have a lot of conviction in the project, and I'm still really excited to start mining HNT on a larger scale. But across the board, it's been hard to get these miners, and we're looking at the halving coming around August 1st. So I thought I'd be lucky enough to get some mining done before then, but apparently not so much. But historically, halvings are bullish things for the price action of a token because it decreases the supply. So, there is that. The network is just exploded. When I first got into wanting to mine HNT and paying attention to it, there were under 20,000 people. There were under 20,000 hotspots on the network. There were around 12 or 15, and now there's around 100,000. So, and I still haven't gotten a miner. I think that pretty much sums up everything. If Bitcoin price action does start going crazy bullish, expect to see more videos from me. I will be following much more closely. Again, it's entirely possible we see a strong rejection at 42, and we're just still range bound. So boring for me to talk about. Won't make too many videos about that. But we'll see. Like I said, if Bitcoin goes down, I'll get a good buy, and if Bitcoin goes up, I'll make money anyway. So can't complain there. All right, YouTube. I still need a catchphrase. Someone think of one for me. I don't think I could do well below a dub. I don't know. What are corgis known for? Being ridiculous?